Alright, this is a how-to for graphics in the classroom using Photoshop. This video is intended to be used where you can pause it to see the steps that we go through. So first of all, this is the image we're going to try and replicate in Photoshop. A Barbara Kruger, I shop therefore I am. Iconic piece of art, black and white images, red shapes and white text. So we'll start with a new document, in this case an A4. We are going to make a recipe card, so we'll just use some rulers to set up our composition. We're using the rule of thirds here by just opening up those rules and dragging those guidelines down. Grab an image and copy and paste. Control T will transform that image. Drag those handles out to fill the canvas, and let's change it black and white by pulling down the saturation of our image. We then want to increase the contrast and highlights of our image, so brightness and contrast, and drag those handles across and to and fro. Using the text tool, we'll just copy and paste from taste.com just the ingredients to begin with, and then format our text, making sure that each text is on each line. Repeat this process by choosing each step and copying and pasting and putting that on top of the image there. Notice that each text creates a new layer. We're copying and pasting that in. We just want to add a new step, our steps, so adding a new text box. When we hold Control and hover outside the text box, we can manipulate the text straight away instead of transforming each time. So that can be a handy tool. Choosing the V arrow, arrow with the V key, we can move those text layers as we want to. So resizing our text again. Now we want to create a shape, a vector shape that allows us to arrange and put that underneath the text but over the top of the previous image. So just about layer order. I'm putting the layers in the right order there. I'm making sure that the text is on top of the shape and then reorganizing that to suit. We then want to look at making grouping our layers. So anytime we select multiple layers, we can then right click on those layers and select the option to group. So once something is grouped, it then becomes almost like one layer itself, except it's in a folder. Then you can Control T or transform that image and then rotate that around to suit the desired effect you'd like. That case is in this case is just repeating that process with your text, your boxes, your vector shapes, the grouping, the arrow tool for moving those around, and rotating using the handles in the corner of the text boxes. Last but not least, we're adding a name of the recipe card. This is chocolate chip cookies. Moving those around just to make sure that it's finished. And of course we want to remember to save. So there's the final product, and I hope that's been helpful.